This is the battle of the Fortaleza winter blends. All of them. Look at this, guys. All five. And as a bonus, the regular reposado. We have John Merkins with us from Total Wine. We have Greg. We have Ace Agave right here. And we got myself, and we're going to have a good time tonight. So we're going to do, this is preference, right? Tell them.
Yeah, listen, we all love the style. Fortaleza makes great reposados. And they do a side project once a year for the last 5 years. And they're all different barrel blends. So listen, everybody's got a favorite. Sometimes you're a little swayed by, hey, I know it's Fortaleza winter blend and I think it's excellent.
Right.
Maybe mine that I picked the lowest score might be my favorite in the blind.
And wouldn't it be funny if the regular reposado comes in higher than you think, all right?
That's 115.
Because this is reposado. Guys, let's not get carried away. Winter blend is reposado. They're blends, but they're reposado, all right?
But Lou, what do you like to say? Reposado's the hardest?
I think reposado is the hardest, expression to make. I always thought so.
What makes the winter blend special is Kobe and Stefano. They picked some really unique barrels. They have an English ale barrel, right?
Yeah.
They did a Marsala wine.
Yep.
Tokai.
Yep.
French oak.
Sherry.
Miranda,
Oh, man.
Sharonda.
Sharonda. They're really doing some exotic stuff here and some creative stuff. We're not picking which one's better. No such thing. Everyone's different, right? We all have different tastes. It's which ones we like. And we're going to be different.
Yeah.
Right. So
on any given Sunday, we like to say.
So the tops are off because the lovely Angela's going to come down and she's going to pour. We have 6 glasses each randomly. They have numbers on the bottom. See the numbers we have on the bottom, if you could see that. Why do we have a lot of Karens here? I'm giving myself a plug. It's because I went out and bought a lot of glasses. So I'm doing private tastings, Zoom and personal in the home on Long Island. So if you're interested, PM me. So we have a lot of glasses here, and we have a lot of information. So I think we're good. We're going to have Angela come down, and she's going to pour, and then we're going to come back. We're going to go all the way to the other end of the room. We're not going to see anything. She's going to put it on this paper, okay? And that's where you're going to end up seeing what is what at the end of this. And I'll put up a graphic on screen. And in the meantime, we all have this. We're going to put our favorite nose and our favorite taste, and then we're going to decide by blending them together where we're putting it overall. We're all going to come up with an overall, our favorite. It's all it is our favorite.
There's no wrong answers here, just personal favorites.
Exactly. Yeah. So we'll be right back, and she's going to come over and do this now. Okay. How are you? Good. How's work? It's crazy stuff.
Usually the average temperature is 160.
158, probably a little bit. It's around my
Nick will probably show up. Nick doesn't even ship out there. I don't even know why they have it.
All right, I'm good.
Oh, we're back on camera. Thanks, honey. Guys, just so you all can see the pretty bottles. 19, 20, are they in order, John? 21, 22, 23, yes. And the repo. She did it right, beautiful.
It'll be influencing you, but you can see the color difference.
Yeah, well, the darkest one looks like it's number 5, right?
Number 5 and even number 1 looks pretty dark.
Right.
So.
Okay, so let's go. I'll start with number 1.
Smells like Fortaleza.
Oh, it sure does.
It's got that specific DNA.
Oh, that's really nice. Right away, big difference between number 1 and 2. Anybody notice?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, number 2 is very faint, right? We're cramped a little, but we're going to put them in order of our nose. So glad John could be with us today. We all brought to the table different years, so we all didn't have to open too many new ones.
Always appreciate the invite.
Oh,
great hanging out with you guys.
It's great having you.
John came down for the added a free week with us.
Came to Tequila. We were all just down in Mexico together, all 3 of us, just maybe 2 months ago. Had a great time. Wow, this one is exceptional. Number 1?
I'm going with the color, and I actually like 1 and 5 are my favorite noses, but I don't want to.
Oh, I like this one. This one's going up.
I like 1 and 5 is my favorite noses. And then I would say probably 6.
Well, you know what? I'm with you on that, actually. That's what ended up being.
All right, I'm about to taste. I tell you,
I love a good nose. I mean, to me, that's real important. And remember, I was the guy who liked the beer barrels, so I wouldn't be surprised. I like that that cider kind of.
I think we all like the. For me, I remember the beer barrel.
That was one of my favorites.
Me too, and we're in a minority, you know.
Wow.
This is the part where I guess we get to see John if we get lucky and our taste matches our nose, because that makes it easy.
It's not for me.
Not always the case, though.
Yeah, no, it's not always the case. That's absolutely true. Number 2 is really nice.
I like
and
number
hope
2.
I'm not.
That was my least favorite nose.
I know.
But I like.
No, it's coming up on the nose for me now too.
That's number 1 on my.
Yeah.
Right now.
Well, that's how. Then you have to make the decision. All right. So now I start with the taste. That's delicious.
Matching up.
Wow, 5 is so much lighter, even on taste. This one's. Oh, that's got a nice taste to it.
2 and 6 are right in the middle for me on the nose.
Right. But I still have to pick which one is overall, which one's going to be the one. That's what you got to do. You got to have a favorite, considering the nose and the taste. And, you pick them on a different day, you might get a different score.
It's hard. Especially when you're doing 6 tequilas. If you were doing 2 or 3, it's easier to narrow down. But when you're doing 6, Lou, there's a lot going on here.
And it depends what your preference is. If you like a heavy oaky, if you don't, caramel, if you don't. My wife's going to give us the numbers now of what they actually are, and then we'll decide where we're at. Go ahead, hon. Come on camera. Come behind us.
I have my numbers written down.
Come behind us,
I'm
babe.
not going on camera.
She doesn't want to go on camera. Here she is.
Number 1, 2019.
Okay. That was number 2 for me.
Wait. Number 1 was 2019.
Yes.
That was my number 1. Good,
Okay,
good.
That was number 2 for me. What was it for you, John? Number 1 for you.
Number 1 for me.
Okay, so we're in the top 2.
That was a good one. Now,
Yeah.
I tell you, now I know why I like that 19. Go ahead, babe.
Number 2 is 2020.
Number 2 is 2020. What do you got, babe?
Number 3 is 2021.
2021 was my least favorite.
2021. That's number 3.
And that's the one that I scored 85 on. I like that. That
There
was
you
my
go.
lowest
All right,
score.
so that's
So number 3
consistent.
is 2021, right? And
Yeah.
I gave 2021 on TMM like an 89. Okay, that was my
That
third
was my,
favorite.
That was my 85, and now it's my least favorite. Go ahead.
Really? Yeah.
Number 4 is 2022.
2022.
Which
was
was
number
which was the
4.
one I took out of the distillery. It's only my 4th favorite.
Okay.
And I gave that a 91
That's
on
number
Tequila
5.
Matchmaker.
It's
So
number 5 for me.
wow, it's number 4 for me. Wow,
Number 4
wow.
for me too. Go ahead.
Okay,
Number 5 is 2023.
number 5. Oh,
That's
okay.
my number 2.
That was
That's my number
5.
2 too.
My number
So
5.
we went 1-5. We went 1-5, both of us.
1-5,
And what did
yeah.
you go with? 2-1.
That's number 5 was my 5th,
And your favorite was.
and I'm right on number 6 being the Reposado.
And
Yeah,
number
I
6
picked that.
was the.
Reposado.
Number 6 was the Reposado, and I picked it number 6.
And that was, I did too.
I
Wait,
picked
you
the number,
did. What
number
about
3?
So 2 of us picked the Reposado as not as good as the winter blends. Greg picked it as.
My 3rd choice.
And I love their Reposado. I don't blame them. It's a great. Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
We
Thank you.
appreciate
Bye,
it. Bye.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
29
Thank you.
for me. 2020 was my favorite. 2019 was my 2nd favorite. Okay, and then the regular Repo was my 3rd. My least favorite was 2021, which I scored an 85.
So it stands.
It
yeah,
stands for
yeah.
me. It stands my palate test of
Right.
time.
Right. And me and John were pretty close, right?
Yeah, my favorite, I think, dropped down.
Your favorite was 2019.
But
So
I
was
mean,
mine.
I think on TMM my favorite was 2020.
Forget about it. Yeah, but this
Your
is what
favorite
you're. Yeah.
was, you gave that a 90.
The 2020.
The 2020 you gave a 90. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
And,
I gave 19 one of the highest, and I did come in first with that.
it's my 2nd choice, so that's all right.
23, I came in second,
I'm
right?
second on that too.
And what I give a 23, I gave that a 88, 89. I just did a review on that. We just did the
Yes.
review. That was a good one.
And that was 2023 was my 5th,
That was the Hungarian,
And I
the
gave
French, the
it-
Charonda.
and it is my 2nd. I gave it an 87.
Yeah, that's
so
the
I'm,
Sharonda.
I'm pretty consistent
Right.
with my scores.
Right.
I mean, the 80 score rating 85, score rating 87 was number 5 and 6 for me.
Right. No, so this was a lot of fun. I mean,
good
you
job.
know, there's no losers. They're all what you like. So we all had different winners, right?
I think the conclusion is
What's
that
the conclusion?
2019 and 2020, when they first came out of the bat, right out of the gun with these,
Yeah.
they did some incredible stuff. They're trying to get a little bit more creative, different flavor profile.
Yep.
Not stepping out of bounds a little bit on the way reposados should be tasted. That's
Right.
all.
Right.
But the number 5 did good with me and John, and that was the
My second, that
2023.
2023.
Oh,
You can
man. That's
smell-
why everyone is saying that the latest one is really good.
good.
It really is really
Smell that
good.
empty glass,
Oh,
and
man. It's really good. You guys did a great job
Beautiful.
with that. Yeah. Came in really close even with me, even with the number 1.
Yep.
That's my bottle. I brought it to the
You're not
table.
getting them. I'm keeping all these. The host keeps them all. Hey, listen, everybody. We got John Merkins. We got Age Agave, Lou Agave. It's been fun. Salud. Happy New Year.
Thanks, guys.